A 911 caller who alerted authorities about two Utah-based parenting bloggers accused of child abuse looked devastated when she told the police. Utah mother blogger Ruby Franke and her business partner Jodi Hildebrandt, who make a living by making lifestyle and parenting videos on the ConneXions Classroom YouTube channel, have been charged 6 times with child abuse for allegedly molesting 2 children. Police said in a press release that a teenager sought help. A 12-year-old boy just asked for help outside my door and said he just came from the neighbor's house. And we know there are problems in this neighbor's house, one man said. She's emaciated. She has bands on her legs. She's hungry and thirsty. Mother suspicious of child abuse BLOGIST made video about not receiving Christmas gifts. He asked us to call the police. That's why he's so scared, the man added, later adding that the neighbor in question was Jodi Hildebrandt. The boy later reveals that although he came from Hildebrandt's house, his mother was Ruby Franke and that he did not live in the area. According to court documents, one of Franke's 6 children escaped through the window of Hildebrandt's home in Ivins and sought help from a neighbor. He rang my doorbell and asked me to call the police, the man said. I don't think he needs an ambulance. I'll let the cops decide that. But his ankles are taped and he won't tell us why. There are wounds around him. The caller then appears to burst into tears before continuing to answer the dispatcher's questions. He says what happened to him was his fault. The caller told authorities about the 12-year-old victim. He may come looking for her soon. We need the cops as soon as possible. She's a bad woman. I didn't realize she was this bad. Jodi Hildebrandt's 911 caller upon arrival at Hildebrandt's home. Police noticed that the boy had wounds and was severely malnourished, and took him to the hospital for treatment. An affidavit states he was remaining under medical supervision due to deep injuries resulting from being tied up with rope and malnutrition. YouTube mother bloggers are arrested on alleged child abuse finally after the first child contacted the police. Law enforcement determined that one of Franke's children, who was also malnourished, was at Hildebrandt's home. The child initially refused medical attention but was later hospitalized. The affidavit said, police rescued a total of 6 children from Hildebrandt's home in Washington County. It is also stated that Franke was present at the home and had knowledge of abuse, malnutrition and neglect of Hildebrandt's 2 children. Utah judge was surprised that young murderer did not regret. Is this the best thing you can do? Franke immediately requested an attorney and refused talk to police at the time of his arrest. According to the affidavit, police requested that Franke and Hildebrandt be held without bail. In one of parenting videos, Franke describes her